You do not want to go to prison, so let me tell you 3 things I learned working out with the most dangerous men on earth. Number 1, conditioning kills. Savage speed plus endless endurance equals an unstoppable force.
No gyms, supplements, or excuses, yet somehow these men walk out of prison looking like modern-day gladiators. Inside concrete walls and metal bars with nothing but grit and gravity, they build bodies that rival professional athletes. The sound of push-ups hitting the floor, the rhythm of squats echoing in silence, this is their iron temple. Most people think it's about the food, the protein, or the equipment, but it's not. It's something far deeper. The horrifying truth is, what prisoners have discovered about strength is something most of us have forgotten. And today we're breaking down the 5 unreal reasons why prisoners get so jacked and how you can use their secrets to transform your own body and mind. Stay tuned because the 4th reason built so much endurance that not even the top fighters in the world could compete with inmates. But before diving in, here's a question for you. Which exercise do you think prisoners do the most? Comment below your thoughts. The first reason why prisoners are so ripped might be something that's easily missed but packs a tremendous punch, and that's consistency. In prison, time moves differently, every minute is measured, every day is the same, and for many, the only thing they can truly control is their body. That's why consistency becomes their weapon. Let's look at what a 47-year-old prison inmate had to say when he did 11 years behind bars. And the answer might shock you.
You caught your case in Mississippi?
Canton, like I said, Sheridan, and Taft. Yeah, I've been all them joints.
So you was all over?
Yeah.
How much time you did?
I had 11 years, 8 years and some change. Yeah.
Okay. What was some of the work that y'all was getting busy in there?
Same shit like this.
10
Pull up, push-ups and dips. Water bags, you already know what it is. Sandbags, if you can get them in there.
Faz, what's cool about?
Ain't shit cool about jail. I don't like nothing about jail.
Although he may never ever want to go back to jail, it still made him tough as a rock. Inside the cage, routine isn't optional, it's survival. When your environment strips away freedom, structure becomes power, and that's what fuels their transformation. Every morning, they drop to the floor and start pushing. Push-ups, squats, burpees, not because they feel motivated, but because they have to. Out here, people search for inspiration, and there they make it. There are no excuses, no skip days, no cheat weeks. Training becomes a ritual, a discipline carved into their identity. Imagine doing push-ups at the same time every day for years, feeling the same burn but refusing to stop. That repetition forges more than muscle, it builds unbreakable consistency. Most people fail not because their workouts are bad, but because they lack the discipline to show up. Prisoners flip that completely. Their workouts are simple, but their mindset is absolute. They don't ask if they feel like training, they just do it. And that's the hidden truth behind their strength. The secret isn't the exercise, it's the fact that they never skip it. That kind of discipline doesn't just build bodies, it builds resilience. While consistency might be an obvious reason, here's the part that blows people's mind away. What gets prisoners so muscular with little to no equipment? Well, the answer lies in pure bodyweight mastery. Inside those walls, they turn concrete and steel into their training tools. Every bunk becomes a dip bar, every towel becomes a pull-up strap, every inch of the cell becomes a workout zone. Their entire strength is built from calisthenics, push-ups, squats, pull-ups, dips, done with relentless volume and intensity. James Peratt from Wild Hunt Conditioning discusses the main reason why prison inmates are so muscular, and the answer lies in bodyweight training.
Fight or sport. 2. Calisthenics is basically the fountain of youth. I saw 60-year-old inmates with lean, strong bodies and 0 joint pain. That could be you.
Most people believe you need expensive machines to grow muscle, but the body itself is the ultimate gym. Prisoners master it by pushing limits in ways most never attempt. We're talking about hundreds of push-ups a day, squats until their legs shake, pull-ups until their arms go numb. They take it further, one-arm push-ups, pistol squats, handstand holds. Each move challenges stability, balance, and control. There's no mirror, no trainer, no fancy plan. Just repetition, creativity, and pain tolerance. And that's why it works. They adapt to what they have, forcing every muscle fiber to engage through real-world movement. Out here, people chase gym memberships, and in there, they build their own gym from nothing. The real power of calisthenics isn't in the movement, it's in mastering your body under any condition. You don't need weights, you need consistency and creativity. When your surroundings can't change, you'll learn to change yourself. That's the secret of bodyweight mastery, simplicity that never stops working. The next secret on the list is one of the most overlooked one, but it gives prisoners that imposing physique with huge shoulders. Reason number 3, trap training. Traps, or trapezius muscles, are what give that thick, powerful neck-to-shoulder look that screams dominance. Prisoners build them without barbells or machines, relying purely on intensity and improvisation. In the absence of weights, they turn to bodyweight resistance and creativity. Think towel rows, where they loop a towel around a bunk frame and pull with maximum force, or slow, grinding push-ups that engage the upper back and traps during stabilization. Some fill pillowcases with water bottles or books, creating makeshift weights for shrugs and upright rows. Others use fellow inmates or resistance in partner carries and isometric holds, forcing the traps to fire under pressure. Every movement in prison involves full body tension, and the traps are constantly active, especially during push-ups, pull-ups, and even burpees. They're trained almost daily through sheer volume, with no need for rest days because the body adapts to the constant load. What most people miss is that traps are not just for looks, they're for survival. Strong traps protect the neck and spine, improve posture, and project power. In prison, that's psychological armor. Out here, you can replicate it with body rows, heavy carries, and slow-controlled shrugs with anything heavy. You don't need fancy gym gear to build thick, powerful traps, just the mindset to push through discomfort and train like your strength actually matters. Once inmates have built traps that look like mountains, they turn their attention to one of the most underrated strength secrets in prison. And that's the 4th reason, building stamina. Behind the walls, many inmates turn to shadowboxing and sprinting to stay fast, explosive, and mentally sharp. They're sometimes put into situations where they have to defend themselves, and the only way to do that is if they have an endless stamina. These two movements transform a confined space into a full athletic training ground. Shadowboxing is more than just throwing punches in the air, it's a full body coordination drill that sharpens reflexes, footwork, and endurance. Prisoners use it to release tension, practice timing, and build rhythm. Every jab, slip, and wave demands balance and core engagement, keeping their bodies lean and responsive. Over time, shadowboxing becomes a moving meditation. It builds not only speed but also focus, letting them stay calm under pressure. Then comes sprinting, often done in tight spaces like courtyards or hallways. Prisoners run short explosive bursts, sometimes using star sprints or shuttle runs. This builds fast-twitch muscle fibers, burns fat rapidly, and boosts cardiovascular strength. Sprinting trains the body to produce maximum power in minimal time, the same skill needed in fights or self-defense. James Barada's even discussed conditioning as one of the top workouts for prisoners.
Number 1. Conditioning kills. Savage speed plus endless endurance equals an unstoppable force. Imagine unleashing an endless barrage of power in any.
Combined, shadowboxing and sprinting create the perfect mix of strength and speed, muscle that moves, not just flexes. Out here, anyone can adopt the same formula. Try 3 rounds of shadowboxing followed by 5 sprints. You'll feel what they feel. Legs burning, body alive, and mind laser focused. Agility isn't built with machines, it's forged in motion, and no one embodies that better than those who train behind bars. After burning that many calories through training, you would think inmates would need loaded trucks of food to keep them growing, but that's not the case in prison, is it? Prison is far from being a 5-star hotel, so food not only tastes bad, but it's scarce. That brings us to the 5th reason, scarcity builds strength. There's something strange about how scarcity can make a man stronger. When food is limited and comfort disappears, the body is forced to adapt in ways most people will never experience. Inside prison, meals are small, protein is scarce, and there are no supplements to fall back on. Yet somehow these men build lean, powerful physiques that rival those of professional athletes. Scarcity builds strength because it demands efficiency. With fewer calories and no luxury nutrition plans, every rep becomes a signal for survival. The body learns to grow using less, burning fat and tightening muscle fibers until every movement counts. It's a kind of biological adaptation born from necessity. Inmates may train for hours, fueled only by sheer willpower and whatever the cafeteria provides. Most people believe you need 6 meals a day or fancy pre-workouts to see results, but that is a myth. What you truly need is intensity and hunger, not just physical hunger, but the kind that comes from wanting to become unbreakable. When your body is deprived, your mind sharpens. Every bite becomes fuel, every push-up becomes a test of endurance. Think of it like this. In prison, there is no wasted energy. Every bite counts, every rep matters, and the body learns to rebuild itself stronger with each challenge. This kind of strength is not bought, it is earned through deprivation and consistency. The takeaway is simple yet powerful. Discipline beats diet every single time. You can have all the protein shakes in the world, but if you lack the grit to show up and grind when it hurts, you will never reach your true potential. Scarcity strips away the excuses, leaving only raw functional strength. Even though you've learned about 5 reasons that are keeping inmates jacked for life, there is another substantial aspect that you would not want to miss. It's an honorable mention, the prison mindset. There is a kind of training that doesn't just build muscle, it builds survival. Inside those walls, every rep is more than a workout, it is therapy. Every push burns away rage, every squat releases fear, and every drop of sweat is a silent rebellion against hopelessness. In prison, strength is not vanity, it is sanity. They live to stay sane. When everything is stripped away, freedom, comfort, and control, the body becomes the only thing left they can still obey. Training becomes the one act of power in a place designed to take it away. Each workout is a war against weakness, not just physical weakness, but mental collapse. Picture a cell block at dawn. No music, no noise, just the sound of bodies moving in rhythm. Push-ups in silence, pull-ups from door frames, crunches on cold concrete. The air is heavy, the energy raw, every rep is a way to control chaos, to turn pain into purpose. The psychology behind it is powerful. Humans crave control, and when every part of life is dictated by someone else, the gym floor, or in this case, the cell floor, becomes sacred ground. It's where prisoners reclaim their sense of self, one rep at a time. They train not just to look strong, but to feel free, even for a moment. It is meditation through movement, aggression turned into focus. Because the truth is simple yet brutal. The body follows the mind, and in prison, the mind is forged under fire. The stronger their minds become, the harder their bodies follow. It is not just fitness, it is survival through self-discipline, and that is what makes their strength so different. It is born from pain, controlled by purpose. So try training like a prisoner for the next 30 days and see what happens to your body. Remember, no distractions, only focus on the prison mindset. What is the one aspect of this training you think that you're dreaming the most? Comment below and do let us know if you found this information helpful. Check out more videos in the playlist and subscribe for more content like this.